Hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Divyanshi and I hope all of you are doing absolutely amazing. Today we are going to master the one question that almost every cabin crew interview starts with. Tell us something about yourself. Now you might think this is the easiest question in the world, right? I mean, what's simpler than talking about yourself? But here's a catch. Your entire interview could depend on this one answer. Totally depends on how you answer this question. So, this question sets the tone. And it's also where interviewers will pick up details to guide the rest of your interview. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how to answer this question and some common mistakes that you absolutely need to avoid. Let's get started. So let's divide this answer into three parts. First, a brief background introduction. Second, your qualification and your experience. And third, why cabin crew? Or why did you change your field to become a cabin crew? Or why did you want to be a cabin crew, basically? Because the follow-up question is most probably going to be, why do you want to be a cabin crew? So first I'm going to tell you a few things that you should avoid when you are answering this question. Number one, you are not going to tell your strengths and weaknesses in this answer, because mostly when you're telling your strengths and weaknesses in front of the interviewer, it takes it in a negative direction. So we'll totally avoid saying that. So point number one, avoid telling your strengths and weaknesses. Point number two, totally avoid, or I would rather say, do not start your answer with this sentence or like this. Good morning, myself Divyanshi. Or good morning, Divyanshi this side. Absolutely wrong. This is the worst way you can ever start your introduction. It is a grammatical blunder. So you should not be doing this at all. The best way to start this answer is, good morning, my name is Divyanshi. So this is how I'll start it. I'll tell my full name. I can tell my age if I want to. If you don't want to tell that, you can totally skip it. The first thing you're going to answer in this question will be your name, your age if you want to, the place that you belong to. So I would say I am from Dehradun, Uttarakhand, or yeah, this is the best way to say it. Avoid saying born and brought up, and do not say I belongs to. This is a grammatical blunder again. So do not say I belongs to this place. So the best way and the safest way to answer is I am from Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Simple as that. Our main motive is to make the answer as simple as possible in order to avoid any grammatical errors. So we'll keep it simple and short. We will not make it too long. So as I already told you, name, age, the place you belong to, and your educational qualification. If you've just completed your schooling, or if you have just completed your graduation or your post graduation or whatever, start with your highest qualification. Don't start with I did my 10th from this school, I completed my 12th from this school, I completed my graduation from here. No. So when you say I am a graduate, it already means that you have completed your graduations. So avoid saying I've completed my graduation from here. So the best way to answer this will be I've done my graduation in English from so and so university. Your qualification and the university, if you want to tell about your university, so you can tell your university's name. Moving on, till now, what we have spoken about is your name, your age, if you want to, of course, where you are from, and your qualification. Now we will move on to the experience. If you already have a flying experience, or if you already have an experience of working as a cabin crew, then of course you know most of the things that I'm saying right now. But if you are a fresher, you can just let them know that I don't have any experience as of now, I'm a fresher. Or if you have an experience in any other field other than aviation, you can mention it here, that you have spent these many years, you've been working as let's say customer service executive or whatever in so and so company from last 2 years or whatever. So you can let them know about your experience, your working experience. That's it. No need to tell them about your strengths and weaknesses and your hobbies and all of that. That's it. Next, after this, you can let them know what your skills are. You can tell them skills don't necessarily mean your strengths. You can tell them that you like to cook or whatever your hobbies are, but tell them that you enjoy doing this, because the question was tell us something about yourself. Do not forget that this is a professional question. This is a professional setup right here. It is an interview going on. Do not tell them that you like to watch anime. I mean, you can, of course, tell them, but then I think tell them the points that they want to hear. Think from their point of view. Why should they hire you? So, what are the hobbies that are similar to the job profile of a cabin crew? Let's say organizing get togethers or, uh, you know, cooking for friends. You, I know cooking doesn't match with the job profile of a cabin crew, but then it means that you like to organize some get togethers for your friends and you like to serve them and you like to do things for them and you're a people's person. So that would be a plus point. So try and think of something like that. Moving on to why do you want to be a cabin crew? Either they ask you this question separately or you can even add this answer in the previous question. Tell us something about yourself. उसके end में भी आप ये add on कर सकते हो. Why do you want to be a cabin crew is your story. They don't want to hear that you want to travel the world, you want to earn money. That is the reality. But then they want to hear your story. You can tell them, oh, I was just scrolling through, if this is the reality, just in case. This is an example. You don't have to put this in your answer. Maybe you were just scrolling through Instagram and you came across this job profile, you came across this airline hiring, and you were curious about this job profile, and then you went on Google and did some research about the company and the job profile, and that uh, is where the interest came from. Or maybe as a kid when you were flying with your family, you noticed how crew are looking all glamorous and you wanted to know more about it, and then you researched about this job profile and got to know about it. Or maybe some cousin or some friend were already working as a cabin crew and their life really fascinated you. Whatever your story is, put your original story in this answer. Do not try to copy it from anywhere. Whatever your original story is, put it down there. That does not mean you're going to say that you want to earn money and travel the world. You're not saying that in the interview. So yes, you can frame it according to your life story. You try to be try to be very real in this interview, because they are HRs and their work is hiring crew. Okay, they go to different countries and different states to hire crew, and they are interviewing thousands of people every day. They know when you're lying. They know when you're prepared for the interview. They know when you have mugged up all the answers and now you are answering like a robot. They know it all. So be careful, and be try to be real and have your own answers. The best way to frame your answers is just keep all the points in mind that I just told you, and go to chat gpt and write it down there. Write your answer over there, or type your answer over there, and at the end add the sentence that please check for the grammatical errors, and then you will have your own customized answer according to you. And that will be a real answer, that will be your own story, and grammatical errors won't be there, of course, because chat gpt just checked it for you. I think this is the best way to do it. We are living in the world of AI, and why not make use of it? One thing that I would like to highlight again is, please don't start your answer with myself, your name, or your name and then this side. Please Divyanshi this side or myself Divyanshi are wrong sentences. You are not going to say that in an interview, in a cabin crew interview. Please, please, please don't do that. Surprisingly, so many people that I meet start their introduction with these two sentences, and I just want to go to them and I want to tell them that it's wrong. But sometimes I stop because I don't want to offend anyone. So I thought of making a video about it. So please keep that in mind and use that chat GPT thing to enhance your answer and make it grammatically correct, and then practice it naturally in front of the mirror, and then go for the interview, please. The second thing that I want to tell you is this answer is very important. I know it sounds very simple that you just have to talk about yourself, but this answer is very important because the entire interview is it depends on this answer. Sometimes you must have noticed, if you've already prepared for a lot of interviews, you'll notice sometimes interviewers, they just listen to this answer and then they move on with other candidates and they do not ask you anything else. That is because you are not prepared for the first answer itself. You are not prepared for this. They feel that there's some grammatical error, or they feel that you are not prepared for the interview. That is the reason sometimes they reject you right after listening to one answer. Or maybe they will ask you a couple of other questions, but then they'll reject you. So frame your first. See, there are 99% chances that your interview is going to start with this question. So why not be prepared for it? Why not make that answer in such a way, frame that answer in such a way that interviewers are really impressed from the very first answer, and they really want to know more about yourself, and they keep asking you questions. And when the interview goes for that long, you will have that feeling that you are going to make it in this interview. This is the interview where you are going to crack it. And trust me, you'll already know during the interview. During the first 10 or 15 minutes of the interview, you already know if you're going to make it or no. That's it for this video. I know it's very short. That is because I just wanted to convey this message, that many people are starting their interview on a wrong note. So please improvise your answers, and even if you have your answers which were not starting with these two sentences or which you think are correct, still go to ChatGPT and check for the grammatical errors. You cannot afford to make any mistake in the first answer, because this is where it you know kind of goes off for the interviewers to see. We want them to be impressed with the first answer so that they go on with the interview. So yes, please take care of that. Please take care of the things that I asked you to avoid in this video. And if you want, you can drop your introductions and your answers in the comments or DMs, and I'll go through them once if possible, and I'll surely reply to you. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another video next week. Thank you. Bye bye. See you again.